Welcome to the Mind of Matter YouTube channel. We're going to be the first to take an EV along the entire length of the Trans-Wisconsin Adventure Trail, so join us to see how we do that and how it turns out. And just like that, like magic, we're at the beginning of the trail, ready to start. Now this is the end of the trail for a lot of people. This is the northernmost point of the Trans-Wisconsin Trail at Point Detour Campground on Lake Superior. As you can see from my truck, we've already had some backroad adventures today just to get here, following the GPX files from OSM A&D and from Lone Wolf Expeditions. But now the trail starts for real. We're gonna head south from here. This will be the northernmost point, not only of the Trans-Wisconsin Trail, but of our journey today and our journey this week. And we're gonna be heading south back to Hazel Green, Wisconsin at the opposite end, which for most people is the beginning. For us, it'll be the end. Check out the beauty of nature today. We've got Lake Superior looking really frigid, not frozen, but frigid, and plenty of ice built up on the rocks down there. But it is gorgeous. Off in the distance, you can see some of the Apostle Islands. They're more to the east. So that's it for this check-in. Just wanted to point out we're at the beginning here. Temperatures are about 18 degrees, so pretty cold. Consumption is pretty poor. I expect we'll end up around 1.6, 1.7 miles per kilowatt hour, and we'll have to charge a lot accordingly. I've got it all planned out, and I think we'll be okay with primary charging stations mapped out along the way and backup charging stations should I need them if consumption's really bad or something unexpected happens. So stay tuned and let's head out on the trail. All right, our first stop is already here. I really like heading into the marina here, the Squit Bay Marina. I think I'm saying that right. In the town of Cornucopia. Not only is the marina itself pretty scenic, but there's some cool boats, and at the end of this little dirt road there's a pretty cool spot where you can get a picture of your truck and admire the lake. There we go. All right, like I said, our first stop is at Squit Bay Marina. Check out all the boats they have in storage for the year. The marina itself is worth a stop. There's also a lodge, like an inn, a bed and breakfast you can stay at. But I also like the access to Lake Superior here. And a lot of times coming up the normal direction, south to north, I would stop here. And this was, to me, kind of the ceremonial end to the trail. It's the first time you can access Lake Superior. It's the first time you can really get close to it, and actually one of the only times you can really get close to it here on the trail. I love this spot, and it's public access beach. There's even an outhouse if you need to use the bathroom really bad. Also, I met the owner's son years ago of this marina. He was super friendly, super cool. I told him about the trail. He thought that was pretty interesting, and I would love to stay here one day. And from here, we'll press on. We're gonna head south. We'll be on some pretty cool back roads, if I remember correctly, really rustic sandy roads. It's not rock or mud, it's a lot of sand up here. So stay tuned for that. All right, back at the home base in Ashland. This is the Best Western in Ashland, Wisconsin. Accumulated a lot of snow on the bed, as you can see, on the tailgate rather, but it's nice to be back at the hotel. I'm gonna plug in a little later down the road, but for now I might use one of the outlets here on the lamppost next to me just to keep the battery topped up for the meantime. We left around 7:15. We've been driving for a couple minutes. We're still in the Lake Superior area, as you can see, about to head west on Highway 2 towards Duluth, but we won't be going that far. We're gonna go through this traffic circle, drive to Eno, Wisconsin, and pick up the Trans-Wisconsin Trail for the parts that we hadn't done yet yesterday. And at that point, we'll be on the Trans-Wisconsin Trail in about, 10 minutes. I'm using OSM A&D maps, like I think I mentioned earlier. I have uploaded the GPX file from Lone Wolf Expeditions. If you're doing this in a Jeep or a 4x4 truck, make sure you download the Overland GPX file, not the dirt bike file. But we're off to a pretty good start. I charged last night and the night before at the Village Town Hall in downtown Ashland. It was about 6 or 7 kilowatts, I should say, charging speed, so it was decent. And then before bed, I switched the truck over to the hotel parking lot. We stayed at the Best Western Chickamiquan Hotel, and they have outlets, just 110-volt outlets, on the lamp posts in the parking lot. So thanks to PlugShare for both of those 2 charging location tips. So with the slow charging overnight, I got up to about 93%, and that's fine for today. And the hotel was great, by the way. Never stayed at hotels on the Trans-Wisconsin Trail, but seeing as it's cold and I want charging, I thought today was the day to try that. And Best Western in Ashland is really nice, and this time of year really cheap. So highly recommended there. All right, here we are headed onto the Trans-Wisconsin Trail for the first time today, just west of Eno, Wisconsin. And great conditions already. I love the snow. Some washboard, some snow. But we're on it. We're doing it. And I'll introduce you to some of my buddies who are behind me here in a few minutes when we get to Delta Diner. All right, our first landmark of the day, Delta Diner. You can see I've been joined by a couple of buddies. We got Greg in the Cherokee and Chris in the Gladiator. They'll be joining me for all of today, and I think Greg's gonna stick around for tomorrow as well. But Delta Diner's looking great, and we're gonna press on now after seeing this awesome diner. If it's ever open when you're here, you should definitely come by here and check it out. Fantastic food, great service, and highly recommended. All right, we're coming into one of my favorite stops on the Trans-Wisconsin. It's in Clam Lake at the Clam Lake Junction. It's my favorite stop, or one of my favorite stops, because they have great beef jerky in a little glass jar next to the cash register, and it's really good. So I'm looking forward to that. There's also a little charger here. Oh, you just saw it on the map before it disappeared. There's a little charger there, PlugShare says it's very unreliable, has a 2.6 out of 10 rating, and so I'm not holding my breath, but I want to try it anyway while we're here. I'll get a quick top up maybe, or at least provide some more information to those nearby that might need to rely on it. So I'll give them an update after I get some beef jerky and try to charge. We'll see. But here we are pulling into Clam Lake Junction. Here we are. There's the beef jerky heaven. Hopefully they still have some. And here to our right is the charger. So wish us luck that we can get some electricity here. We'll see. All right, here at Clam Lake, we got the charger going. It didn't work on the app, but I was able to get it working on the credit card payment method. The app payment method didn't work, so I just followed these instructions here instead of these instructions. So scanned the credit card, plugged it in. It's working great now. I'm at about 61% when I pulled in, and we'll leave here with, I don't know how much. I won't spend too much time here, but we'll get some beef jerky, give the dog a little run, give my son a little run around in the snow. All right, we've been here probably 30 or 40 minutes or so. I've gotten up to 84% on a 50 kilowatt charger and 249 miles of range. So with that amount of range left, that seems like a lot. And especially considering all the way to Black River Falls, where I'm planning on sleeping tonight, is 171 miles. That seems like plenty. Oh, nice truck. Seems like plenty, right? But with these temperatures, we're still at about 25 degrees, 23 degrees, something like that. With these temperatures and with winding back roads that aren't accounted for in that 171 mile of distance to Black River Falls, we're going to use way more range than the computer thinks we will. So I have to definitely extra charge a little bit and think about, I hear a truck coming, this is going to be sweet, I bet. And think about how much we're going to use in addition to that. This is like the fourth logging truck I've seen drive by here at this stop, the Clam Lake Junction here. I love logging trucks. So my point is, my rambling point, I'm going to let it charge a little longer. Greg's getting gas in the Cherokee, and then we're going to head out. And there is a small chance we can make it all the way to Black River Falls on this one charge. The good news is, if I need to charge again, I still have a town called Kodot or something like that with another 50 kilowatt charger as a backup plan. And I might stop there. It's fairly close to the Trans-Wisconsin Trail without too much detour. So that's the plan right now. We'll see if we make it all the way to Black River Falls or if we need to stop in Kodot. Or if we're really ahead of schedule, stop at Toma, where there's an Electrify America station, and do a really fast charge there. That would be amazing if we could make it to Toma, do a really fast charge at 350 kilowatt charger, and then continue on from there if we're ahead of schedule. So let's see, we got Greg, and we got Chris. We got some beef jerky. However, it's not the kind I'm used to. The beef jerky they normally used to have, that went away. So now they just have local beef jerky in a plastic bag, which I bought. I also bought some strawberry rhubarb filling for the pies that we can make at home, but no beef jerky that I was used to. Unfortunately, I guess that's gone, but I bet this beef jerky is still gonna be good. I'm here in the bathroom, and I love this piece of art here, the Muskie Strike. 358 bucks. That is so cool. Love the material, love the design. Here's a duck one too. But I gotta ask, what's the bench here for in the bathroom? Actually, I bet I do know. I bet it's for snowmobilers to take off their snowsuits so they can use the bathroom. That's probably exactly what it's for, so they can sit down taking off their boots and snowsuits. Smart. All right, so we're on our way again, and you'll probably catch up with us with some side roads along the way. And the next major milestone, it's kind of a while actually, that you might not talk to me again until we get to Kodot charging station if we need to. So enjoy some of these back roads. As soon as I pulled away, the car guessometer went from 271 miles of range to 229 miles of range. So a difference of, what's that, almost 60. So kind of annoying that when you're plugged in and charging, it gives you one number. And then when you're starting the car and driving away, it immediately adjusts it by, in this case, 50 miles. So we'll probably still have to stop at CADOT, but that's okay. I think we got a really good charge there at Clam Lake, so thanks to Clam Lake and Zeph Energy for providing that, and it's way more reliable than I thought it was going to be, at least for our one visit. So I'm going to be monitoring the difference between the range and the distance to Black River Falls, and as the difference, I'm assuming, gets smaller and smaller until it's basically next to no difference, I'll be monitoring that and adjusting accordingly. Ooh, here comes a really nice logging truck. Sorry, logging truck break. As the difference gets smaller, I'll decide when to break off and head off to that CADOT license or CADOT charging location along the way. We'll see how that goes. So far, it says we're gonna have a 60 mile buffer, but like I said earlier, the temperatures are gonna change that, and the extra distance we're driving on back roads is also gonna change that. So I don't think we'll make it, but that's okay. CADOT is not too far off the trail, so we'll be all right. One thing I didn't consider about taking EV on a trail like this is there's a big advantage to having one pedal driving. With these curves, I'm frequently off the throttle, on the throttle, off the throttle, on the throttle, and on the brakes sometimes, at least on a gas car. But with the regen one pedal driving, I don't have to use the brake at all, just like in stop and go traffic. Even when there's a curve coming up, I can simply let off the gas a little bit, let off the throttle, and have the braking I need to make the turn. So some small advantage, but something I just realized and something I'm enjoying right now. So that's cool. Just wanted to illustrate some of the work and activities that go on when you're taking an EV on rural back roads like this. So not only did I spend hours, probably 4 to 6 hours, planning charging stops and routes and overnight stops and sleeping arrangements and, you know, trying to coordinate with chargers and stuff. Not only that, but I've got 3 different maps here, 3 different routes going. I've got the car set up to show as if we're going to Black River Falls, so all the way to I-90 today, which is likely, but I'm trying to see how close we're going to get on range. You can see there we're about, you know, only 10 miles of range buffer between getting to I-90 on the current route that the car is planning, which might not be the most efficient route, but it's probably the fastest route. So there's one map. I've got the OSM A&D maps set up, so I'm going to my likely next charging stop in CADOT, Wisconsin, and that's helping me determine roughly how much range do I have left to get to that charging location. And then the third thing is also in OSM A&D. It's the actual TWAT Trans-Wisconsin Trail, you know, route that you see in red there. So I'm constantly monitoring the going for the gold, gonna make it all the way to I-90 versus just make it to the next charging stop, make sure I don't get into a situation where I can't even make it to a good charger, and then thirdly, monitoring the route as well. Oh, nice river here. A lot of people are probably saying, wow, what a lot of bother. And it is a lot of bother. I get that, but I also think it's kind of fun. It's like a puzzle or a game to me. Plus, I find it satisfying to travel in electric vehicles. for all the reasons you've already heard about. So it doesn't bother me, but I get that it's not for everyone. We stopped to take a look at these paw prints. They look like huge wolf paws. I don't know. They seem like too big for a wolf. Maybe a small bear.
Because whatever it is following
the road. Yeah. They're huge though. Look at the size of this guy.
But it actually, it's hard to tell because it kind of looks like a footprint at the same point. But this does not right here. That's a bear. It's a bear. Wow. Yeah. It sure looks like a bear. It does.
Wow, yeah. It's either a small bear or a big wolf. That'd be a huge wolf.
I'm glad we stopped because that's cool.
That's cool. I'm glad we stopped too.
I'm guessing that's a bear.
Here's how we're doing. Diesel. I didn't mention this is a diesel, by the way, so that's pretty cool. And it's got some mods, as you can see. Oliver, you think it's a bear? Yeah? Stock extended range lightning. We just noticed the whole front of the truck is coated in ice. I think all the snow droplets that come off the trucks in front of us just freeze the snow to melt and then freeze again in the airflow. I don't know. Here's the radiator. It's closed up. Oh wow, didn't notice it. This opens and closes, by the way. It's closed up now. Makes sense. It's pretty cold out there. But this is pretty cool. With LEDs, you don't get the heat that an incandescent would provide, so there's not really a lot of heat to melt this off. If it was nighttime, we might even have to scrape this off to get better lighting, but we're fine during the day.
Splayed. I think a bear would be bigger.
So and bears have a big palm, like a big pad below their claws.
What's interesting is, do you notice how it's dragging in between? There.
Hilariously, this little dog just marked on top of the wolf marking right there, so they'll be in competition for who dominates the forest. Oh yeah, make sure that wolf knows who's boss.
It's like 2 drops. All right, bro.
That's funny. Oh, these are huge, though. That is a big wolf. Look at the size of this guy. I've got big hands, by the way, not to brag, but look at that. Oh, look who we found. Oh, that is one frozen river. At least the surface. just stopping here for a quick photo break and a recent bio break. But I love these logs right here. As I said earlier, I love logging trucks. Never worked in the logging industry or anything like that. I just like the trucks and the scenery and the parts of nature where this occurs. So love checking this out. As you can tell, we have descended into lower latitudes and warmer latitudes. It's still only 28 degrees, but the snow is pretty much gone. And we've got just some frozen hard pack mud roads and sand roads and stuff at this point. But anyway, we're making good progress actually. Still planning on stopping in Cadott for a quick charge, and then we'll see where we end up for the night. If it's Black River Falls, or with the good progress we're making, maybe we can make it even farther. So great day, love these roads. The bad part about going from north to south is, to me, the roads get worse to some extent. The further south you go, I really like heading north to, or rather, I really like heading south to north on the Trans-Wisconsin Trail, because you tend to have that really nice northern forest portion to look forward to at the end. So not so much this case, but certainly the Yellow River is something to look forward to. The Yellow River State Forest, I believe it's called in Iowa. So that's always fun to look forward to as well. I just love the smell of this fresh cut timber. It smells so good right here. I wish I had smell-o-vision, but this is actually a pretty cool shot too. I hear a truck with a Jake brake coming. I hope we get to see it, because it sounds awesome from here. It better be coming by our way. But love stops like this backdrop, both of the scenery and also the logs themselves. Just looks really cool. Love this country. I believe we're approaching my favorite campsite spot when we're headed on the south to north journey. Of course, we won't be using it today, but Rock Dam Campground, or Rock Dam County Park, I think it's called. It's a really nice spot here. The campground itself is nice. There's plugins. There's a really scenic creek and small falls behind the campground. And then next to it, within walking distance, is this bar right here. You can hang out at Cal's Bar, which I did. They had live music one time. It was just a great concert. And then to come back from the bar, you walk down this road here, just like we're going. You cross the creek, which is a gorgeous creek. And then right next to it here on your screen right now is the campground where you can stay. Here's the lake right across the street from the campground, also easy walking distance. And I highly recommend this Clark County Rock Dam Campground. Fantastic site. And in the creek behind the campground you can swim in that creek. It's pretty cool. It's a little treacherous. Watch out for the rocks and stuff. The rocks are pretty slippery, but it's really cool spot. So in the summer, definitely check it out if you want to do some swimming and cool off. And in the summer, also get some dust off your clothes and your body, because it gets really dusty on some of these roads. All right, progress update. I'm gonna skip the Caddo Charger in the town of Cadott, and I'm gonna risk it and just try to get to Tomah, Wisconsin, which is on I-90. It's past Black River Falls a little bit, which was my intended sleeping spot for tonight. The reason I'm trying to skip Cadott and even skip Black River Falls is because we're making good time and we're making pretty good consumption. The temperatures are warming up now. It's between 33 and 35 degrees, somewhere in there usually. And with the ability to get to Tomah, there's an Electrify America station there, which has 350 kilowatt chargers, which is way faster than Cadott. Cadott, I think, was a 50 kilowatt charger, and this truck can charge it up to 180 kilowatts. So more than 3 times faster if we can make it to Tomah Electrify America station. So that's the intent now. That gets us a few advantages. Obviously faster charging, so less time spent waiting. It also means, due to the speed of our driving today and the faster charging that we'll get in Tomah, means we have some more options about going further today than we intended. We intended to stop even before Tomah for the night. It's only 2:16 right now. We're able to keep going in daylight past Tomah, and hopefully maybe make it to like Yuba or something, which is where my friend Chris and we ended another drive on the Trans-Wisconsin Trail earlier, going south to north. We stopped in Yuba. So if we can get to Yuba, then he'll have gotten pretty far, and maybe even we can go later. As far as DeSoto is probably too far. The Mississippi River is probably too far for today. But if we can even get to Yuba, that's a pretty cool spot for him to dive off, head back to Chicago, and then there'll be a little middle portion from Yuba to DeSoto where he can come back and complete that at some point. Anyway, so that's the goal for now. Try to get to Tomah first. We've got about 13 miles of range in hand as a buffer, so that should be plenty at this distance. Charge up in Tomah, and then keep driving, I would say, through Yuba, and maybe check out like maybe Reedtown. There's a charger there, a medium speed charger, like 20 kilowatts, and maybe if we can find a bed and breakfast or hotel or something in or near Reedtown. Well, I guess it'd have to be in Reedtown if we're going to charge slowly. Finding a place to sleep within walking distance in Reedtown would be amazing. But either way, it's good to have options. We can charge quickly. While I'm charging here at Walmart at the Tomah Electrify America Center, I will be researching places to stay and figuring out options. So just more examples of the adjustments needed and constant, I guess, monitoring and readjustments if you're taking an EV in rural places on back roads, and especially in cold temperatures where there's not a lot of other charging options. This is examples of some of those adjustments and calculations and thought needed. The Trans-Wisconsin Trail is always fun, but this is just an additional challenge I wanted to try, and I'm glad I did. It's going really well, actually, better than I expected. So, all right, stay tuned, and you'll probably hear from us next when we're in Tomah.
Oh my gosh, it's just a few minutes later, and the truck is telling me I won't even be able to make it to Tomah. In fact, it's going to be a struggle just to make it to the Black River Falls medium speed charger. And I'm really, really worried right now. We're down to like 1 mile of range left as we pull in. And it already routed me somewhere else, thinking we couldn't even make it here. That's why it shows more distance than there is range.
All right, well, by the skin of our teeth, we made it to the ZEF charger in Black River Falls. I was hoping to make it to Tomah, to the fast charger. Didn't quite make it, and as you saw, we got really close to zero. Closer than I've ever been, closer than I ever want to be again. I was really pushing the limit here, hoping to make it all the way to Tomah, but didn't work out, and thankfully we had this backup plan. So skipping the Cadott charger, while it didn't you know, it didn't cost us any time, but it didn't save us as much time as I was hoping. I thought we could go right to Tomah. And anyway, so we made it to this place. We're gonna go maybe like 20 minutes here just to get a quick boost so we can go to the fast charger in Tomah and get a really full charge there at the Electrify America station. But that was pretty close. Towards the end of that journey, it went down to even like a super turtle mode, like 5% capability for the motors, and really slowed us down. So like I said, cutting it too close, but we're okay now. Thankfully this charger works and we can do a somewhat fast charge before going to the really fast charge there in Tomah, get a full battery. Meanwhile, I gotta find a place to stay because we were actually planning on staying right there tonight, but it's only like 3:20 or something right now, so I don't want to stop now. Of course, I'm gonna keep going. So we'll find a place that has decent charging, maybe even some overnight charging, at least 110 volt, if nothing else, but maybe even something faster than that. So, and accommodations nearby. All right, well, stay tuned. Meanwhile, I want to point out this tailgate is pretty funny. It melted out and fell off right where it says F-150 almost. So pretty gross, but pretty funny too. This truck's getting dirty, but that's the way I like it. So
I'm going to charge here at 50 kilowatts for a bit, just for, I don't know, 20 minutes or something, and then head down the highway, probably drafting off a truck to charge at the very much faster charger in Tomah at the Walmart.
all right, we made it to our slow overnight charger, another ZEF unit here at Kickapoo Creekside. Looks like a nice restaurant, actually. Maybe we'll check it out. But luckily, we have a slow charger. We can charge here overnight. We got here around 50% or so, and our hotel is just around this corner. Around this corner to the right. It's the Apple House Motel, or Apple House Hotel, which we found kind of on a whim since we're ahead of schedule. So far it's working out really great. I'll give you some more updates, but this charge should be good for the overnight, and we'll be on our way soon. All right, we just left the hotel in Reedtown, Wisconsin. It's the Apple House Hotel, worked fine. Had a charger a short walk away at the restaurant, like you saw last night. It's about 7 o'clock, and we're gonna finish up the Trans-Wisconsin Trail today. Not much to see here, it being dark, but it'll be light in about half an hour, so I'll probably update you guys again. I'm starting out my day with 100% charge. I was able to charge overnight at that restaurant. It says 303 miles of range, and our average yesterday was 1.9 kilowatt hours over 409 miles. No complaints there. It did get higher as temperatures warmed as we went south and as the day went on. I'm expecting even slightly higher consumption today, I expect, with warming temperatures, but we'll see. right, as you saw, we made it across the Mississippi. I love that bridge between DeSoto and Lansing. We're at the promised charging location here in Lansing, right across the street from Coffee on the Run, one of our favorite stops on the Trans-Wisconsin Trail. Behind me is the sports complex, where you can use this as a landmark to find the charger if you're having trouble. Oh, there's City Hall. So there's that as another landmark. But more importantly, we're charging up. It's only a 6.6 or 7.2 or something charger, but it looks like a new charge point unit. I think I looked on the PlugShare app and it was like an older ZEF unit or supposed to be a ZEF charge station, but I guess they upgraded it because it's a charge point now and it looks and works fantastic, just like the one at home near my house. So excited to get a quick charge, although it's not going to be super powerful. We'll get a little bit of juice out of this. And so far the consumption's about 2.1 for the day. Checking out the truck here. Love the filth on it. So we're gonna grab a cup of coffee on the river here. This is the Mississippi River. And we'll continue on to the Yellow River after this. Wow, this thing's 30. I love it though. As we say goodbye to the train, saying hello to this feedy rock that everyone photographs their vehicles in front of. I don't know there's a name for it, but everyone stops here on the trail, so we're here now too. Making good progress. I'm at about 2.0 miles per kilowatt hour. And as you've seen, we've seen quite a few trains along the way, which has been nice. This is a pretty heavily traveled train track, I think. Well, I think I've always seen a train on this stretch while I've been here, so. Some geese back there, maybe you can hear them. All right, well, we'll stop here for a bit, get some photos, and then press on. But I think we'll finish up the next couple hours. I will have to stop in Dubuque to charge. I was hoping to avoid it and be able to complete the trail after that tiny little charge at the coffee shop. But I'm pretty sure that's not going to be enough, and we'll have to go to Dubuque, charge a bit there at a Chevy dealership, and then continue on to Hazel Green, which is the end of the trail for us and the traditional beginning of the trail. And then after Hazel Green, we're done, and we'll just go to Rockford and charge Electrify America at the Walmart there and head home. But great day so far. Great roads, great driving. Greg here just tells me the name for this rock is the Devil's Backbone, so I learned something else today. Thanks, Greg. All right, we made a really cool pit stop at the Potosi Brewery. A lot of you have probably been here before. I had not been here before, despite many trips on the Trans-Wisconsin Trail. This is like just, I don't know, a mile or two off the trail and well worth a stop, even if you're just checking in for 5 minutes. Of course, you can buy beer here to go. There's a restaurant and bar, and there's amazing neon, which you'll see inside here. Great neon sign collection. Old cans, history about the Mississippi River, the brewery itself from the 1853 or so era. And just the building itself is cool. You can see the creek where they get the water from to brew all their beer. It's just a really cool spot. So recommend this spot as well. Check it out, guys. All right, here we are at the last charging stop that we need to complete the Trans-Wisconsin Trail. I'm here at Richardson Motors in Dubuque, Iowa, kind of the outskirts of Dubuque. And they have a free 50 kilowatt Bosch charger back here behind the dealership. Several employees have come by and looked at me and just said, hey, and we're very friendly. And they don't seem to mind if strangers use their charger, which is pretty awesome of them. It's a Bosch unit, it looks like. It has a card reader on here, but it didn't even ask me to pay anything. So that's pretty nice of them. Thanks, Richardson Motors. That's really cool of you to do that. It's 50 kilowatts. It's the fastest charger in Dubuque. It's not Electrify America, 150 kilowatt or 350 kilowatt fast, but I'm not complaining. Even if I had to pay for it, I wouldn't complain because it's the fastest one around. So thanks, Richardson Motors. After this, we'll head back to Dickeyville, which is where we kind of dove off to come to Dubuque. Continue on the trail to Hazel Green. I'm guessing that'll take from here maybe like an hour or so. And we'll be done with the whole trail. And then unrelated to the trail, I'll just head back through Rockford, Illinois, top up again at Electrify America real quick, and then head back to Chicagoland. So we're in pretty good shape, and things are going well today. Stopped at Culver's for lunch, and yeah, we're in good shape. So I'll pick it up again. You probably won't hear from me again until we get to Hazel Green, I think. I don't think there's any other landmarks between Dickeyville and Hazel Green. So stay tuned for the finale. We're almost there. Thanks for sticking around. Here we are. We made it. The state line between Illinois and Wisconsin. We did the whole thing in an EV. I am really tight on battery, so I'm not going to hang out here very long. But we made it all the way to the state line, all the way from Lake Superior. And I'm proud to have said that with the help of Greg and my son who's with me, we combined forces and got it done. So thanks for watching. If you made it this far, appreciate that. And we'll be doing more adventures soon. So stay tuned to the Mind Matter YouTube channel. Thanks. After our Electrify America charge session to get home, I just noticed that the consumption was around 2.2 for the day. So a little higher than yesterday. That did include some hypermiling to get from Dubuque to the Trans-Wisconsin Trail endpoint that was at Hazel Green, and then again some hypermiling to Electrify America. I was cutting it kind of close, but not as close as I thought it was going to be, as it turned out. So anyway, 2.2 is not too bad, and successful trip. Here's some more notes on how things went.